Run that back turbo. Run that back turbo.
Weezy out of here. Weezy out of here.
Days it can wreck your life. You gotta think twice. Put it together, the color I like. Know it look better whenever enticed. Powder blue leather, whatever her vice. I'm out too toxic. Baby, not happy. I'm so surrounded.
Some nights I wish I could go back in life, not to change shit, just to feel a couple things twice. 28
Yeah, here we are, Debo Story Part 2, in the trenches again. But for those who didn't see Debo Story Part 1, a quick recap.
I'm back.
I ain't do nothing. I don't know what's going on. All I know is my side of the story.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
So, Debo Story Part 2, we jump in probably about, at this point, I'm 14 years old. So, yeah, jumping ahead a few years. Honestly speaking, nothing's really changed at that point in my life. A freshman in high school, still getting my ass beat. Life is pretty much the same if we're being 100% transparent.
My life sucks.
But without further ado, Debo Story Part 2. 14 years old, freshman in high school. At this point, I'm going to Good Counsel. Good Counsel is a really, really good high school. Really good academically, athletics, top notch, top tier. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a pretty good place. I'm making some friends, some people who are really, really solid during this point in my life. And I'm getting to a bucket on the football field. I'm gonna be totally honest with you.
making me showing out in public, that's the hottest subject. I've been whipping Mercedes, a nigga try to budget. I gotta make it back to
In my bag, like the fries was at the bottom, you know. But during my freshman year, I mean, they were real good on the football field. Was doing real good academically. Was thinking about wrestling. By choice, wasn't gonna happen. Wasn't gonna happen under my watch. Told y'all I really wanted to be a hooper, but that dream wasn't. I was just so far behind the curve. I needed at least at least 3 more inches on me for me to really be tomahawk banging on dudes freshman year
winner here already, but somehow I'm heating up. Been observing the game and feel like
type stuff. That's what I wanted to be on. So the year that all of this stuff was happening was 2009. 2009 was when iPhones was just starting to come out. iPods, the iPod touches was really banging. Shuffles was still in the rotation, but that was really old news. Now at this point, like if you had an iPod touch,
What?
or an iPhone, you were doing pretty good in life. Me personally, I was just getting to the Virgin Mobile joint. The joint where you feel me, you gotta go and buy the minutes at the corner store. That joint was, bro, you put $50 on a card. It costs you 50 cents to send a text message. Somebody texts you, they taking 50 cents out the account. I'm like, yo, like, I'm good on all text message ways. I think it was after like 9 o'clock and it was free, but I'm like, yeah, like phone calls only. You know what I'm saying? I really wasn't even supposed to be on that joint like regularly, like on a nightly basis, but you know what I'm saying? What? Freshman year? Yeah. I need all of that. The co-ed? Yeah.
I like you, and I want you.
So anyways, keeping the whole iPod touch scenario in mind, right? I meet this dude, we won't use his name, but me and yo was like, we was boys for a little minute. Real cool guy from what I thought, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, like I said, during this time, everybody had iPods, yada, yada, yada. So me and him rapping one day, I'm like, yeah, you feel me? I'm trying to get on the iPod touch way. I'm trying, yeah, you feel me? He like, oh yeah, that's cool. I'm good. Like I got an extra one, just upgraded, so I got an old joint. Like, oh, all right, for real? I'm like, how much? Like, yo, like no charge. I got you on the house, saying we good. I'm like, yo. A little bit of time go by, and 2-3 days, yo brings the iPod Touch to school. Give me the charger, the whole 9 yards. I'm like, yo, like this hard. Like, yo, whenever you need to come to my crib to spend a night, you got it. We like this now. The new joint off the arm.
My nigga.
So I'm about 2 days into the iPod Touch lifestyle. At this point, I'm knee deep. You know what I'm saying? I'm Floppy Bird, you know what I mean? The texting apps, trying to see what Twitter is talking about. It's a lot of stuff going on. And social media is just starting to, you know what I mean, just starting to bang. Outside of MySpace, Facebook was, you know what I'm saying, always in the picture, but I had access to the world. You feel me? I'm on the school's Wi-Fi getting busy. You hear me? A little bit of time go by. At this point, I am a full iPod Touch expert owner. I'm dedicating hours on a regular basis to figure this thing out. How can I better my experience as an iPod Touch owner? On the flip side, during this time, during school, they was making announcements. There's been a rash of people's iPhones, iPods going missing. To me, it never clicked because I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, but as some time went on, I'm like, well, let me at least just ask, you know, just to be on the safe side. So I'm like, yo, this joint clean, right? Like this was yours. They're like, oh yeah. We solid. Mind you, this was in person. So you're like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? We solid. More time go by. I'm getting a little antsy, just because, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You still my mans, but it's just really convenient. You just so happen to have a spare while, you know, this rash of Apple product thievery is happening.
Fuck you lying.
It's a little sketch, brother. I text buddy. I'm like, bro, I'm just asking just to be on the safe side, just my own edification. This joint is not stolen, right? He's like, yeah, bro, I stole it. I'm like, okay, maybe he's telling me the truth. Maybe he told me the truth the first time. Maybe now I'm giving him a chance to make him seem like he's somebody that he's really not. Cool, bro. If that's your persona, live your truth. So at this point, my parents, they're curious. What kind of friend you got that's giving you a damn near brand new iPod Touch? I don't know, like yo, cool. Like, you just be cool peoples. They like, all right, if it's stolen, we give you a chance now. I'm like, nah, we good. No worries, mom and dad. We are good. Some time goes by, and I remember I was in math class I was in pre-calc. I was taking a test, and the bald-headed dude who was like the dean of students, buddy, was like, yeah, I need Aaron Savage to come with me. My teacher like, oh, he's taking the test. Can it wait? Buddy like, nah, I'm afraid it's urgent. So mind you, still pen the paper at this point, but I hear the whole exchange. I'm like, yeah, this is not going to be good. They don't even care about my academic success at this point. Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm looking at some jail time, honestly speaking. I pack up my stuff. I'm walking with Cho. Mind you, this school got long ass hallways. I'm talking about, you run up and down them joints, you getting a good workout in. It's a solid 60 yards. 60. In hallway action. Huss. Yeah, that type time. The whole walk back to man's office, yo is not saying nothing. Mind you, yo like 6'3", 6'4", long ass strides. I'm trying to keep up. I'm still stuffing shit in my book bag. We get down to his office, yo just like staring at me. I'm like, I'm kind of taken aback. I'm like, yo, what shit you on right now, bro? Huh? He's like, what do you know about a stolen iPod? Whoa. Stolen? This is stolen property? Legitimately? It's right here, dummy. Like, Buddy told me it was stolen, but he told me it wasn't the first time. You know what I mean? Like, so Buddy get to interrogating me, and yo was like questioning my whole existence, like asking me what my history is. Have I ever stolen anything? I'm like, I'm not no thief. You know what I mean? I'm from the trenches, saying everything I get is out the mud. Yeah, he's pretty much interrogating the shit out of me. Where are they? I'm at a point where it's like you can have the iPod back if this is what it's gonna come to. I don't want the thing anymore. You can have it back. I didn't help him steal the thing. You know what I'm saying? He gave it to me. After Buddy finished grilling me for a solid 45 minutes, he's like, we're gonna suspend you and you'll have a hearing to see whether or not you'll still be at this school when it's all said and done.
Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
My heart dropped through my asshole. I'm like, whoa, expulsion? I'm a good guy. Kicked out, expelled? Whoa, we're swimming in some dangerous waters at this point. After he lets me know that, I had to run and catch the bus, would drop us off at the McDonald's on Security Boulevard, where my aunt would pick me and my cousin up, or you walk from there back to the crib, which was at least a solid like 2 miles, maybe 3. I'm talking about I'm walking this joint in the summer in khakis with the Sperry's on, like a slave, feet of 1,000 men. I mean, my feet was tough after the first 4 months of going to that school, bro. So before I leave there, he lets me know, like, yeah, we already contacted your parents, so they already know what the deal is. I'm like, yeah, my ass is grass with a capital G. So I get on the bus. My whole world at this point is dark. I know what's waiting for me at home, because realistically speaking, I should have just told my parents after the second time, which I should have told them that he said, yeah, that he stole it. I just didn't believe him. It is what it is at this point. But so we're getting back to the McDonald's. My aunt is picking up my cousin, and my parents know. They've been fully briefed about the whole situation at this point. It's getting dark because this is during the later part of winter. So it's still getting dark outside pretty early. It's about 6, 7 o'clock. My aunt picks my cousin up. I'm afraid. So I'm walking. Even though I know that my aunt is coming to get my cousin, I'm walking. I just need to clear my head and honestly, mentally just prepare myself what is about to happen at this point. I take the long way home because there is a way that you can kind of cut through the neighborhood. I took the long way. Talking about the way where you go all the way around past the backwoods. Talking about that's 45 minutes to an hour. So it's dark. I'm walking. I'm just kind of moseying at this point. Honestly speaking, I think what I wanted to happen, I wanted somebody to go ahead and just kidnap me instead of going home to face what I knew I was going to face. Because I knew what the deal was immediately. I'm walking. I probably got a solid 30 minutes left. We used to have a blue van. My dad used to only wear sweatsuits in the winter, and usually in the springtime too, and in the fall, and sometimes in the summer with the Timbs. That's what my man was known for. I saw the van come up, and I could see his silhouette in the driver's seat. God, I'll never forget what I heard him say. When he saw me, he's like, "Your black ungrateful ass in the goddamn truck." I was like, yeah, this is real. This is real. This whole situation is real now. I get in the car, probably about a 5 or so minute drive back to the house. My pops doesn't say anything for probably about the first minute or so. I think he was just kind of contemplating what his first move was gonna be. We driving. I'm on edge just because I know something is coming. So as I kind of begin to let my guard down, I look over. Before I could completely turn my head, my pops just stole on me. I was stunned, you know what I'm saying? He had a right to be pissed off. They was paying Catholic schools, private school at that. My peoples was coming off some chicken. That school was nice. They had the buffet style lunch, Jones. Oh, grill station, salad, cold cut deli. fruit, Gatorade, yeah, the whole 9 yards. My peoples was paying some money for me to go there. So he had a right to be furious. As I recover, I'm trying to recover that stun for the rest of the car ride back to the house. So we get back to the house, pull into the drive. I'm talking damn near driving full speed into the driveway, slamming on the brakes. My pops puts the car in park, takes the keys out of the ignition, slams the door, runs into the house. I'm like, so I mosey into the house. As I walked into the door, we had a living room that was a decent sized living room. It was enough to do activities, to do yoga and stretch, do push-ups, have a sleepover. It was a nice sized space. As I walked into the house, I see both of my parents in battle position for I don't know what reason. I'm like, y'all, like, you gotta trust me. I didn't kill anybody. It's just a small lapse of judgment call on my behalf, but I have for sure learned from it. Like, we don't have to do anything else from here. Trust me. I fully learned my lesson already.
Mercy Street, guys.
They were ready to blow off some steam. My parents tag teamed me that day. My pops definitely got what he wanted to get off first, for sure. I can remember him and my mom slapping hands. Nick, go ahead, you got him. She's like, all right. I think they both had about two rotations on me each. For me, I learned quite a bit after that. Lord, man, wow.
That part of me is over.
Learned quite a bit. Never to accept gifts from other people that are too good to be true. Figure out where it's coming from.
Exactly.
My pops thought that I was like rebellious or something. He was like, yeah, I'm sending you to a military school. Still a good guy. It's a little lapse in judgment. That's all. I was like, no, I'm getting you out of here. I was like, all right. So, long story short, I did indeed ended up getting kicked out of that school. Expelled, if you will. That was the first time that my parents double teamed me. Yeah, what an experience that was. Yeah, that's what it is.
Push a P. Yeah, push a P. Turn me up. Turn me up, P.